The girl took out a handful of the big bad wolf's mouth and shook it up and down and kept patting his nose with her hands. She even opened the wolf king's mouth and smoked it. Seeing the aggrieved look on the wolf king's face, the girl gave him a loving kiss the next second. A set of operations actually directly subdued the wolf king. It turned out that there were 3 big gray wolves living in this courtyard. Their eyes were so fierce that ordinary people could not get close to them. Even the uncle who raised them was no exception. But as soon as the girl appeared, the 3 big gray wolves immediately put away their teeth and turned around as if they saw a ghost and ran away. They were even treated as cattle and horses by the little girl and rode on them. They completely transformed into Togochi without any dignity. What is even more outrageous is that a thin white dog can push 3 wolf kings to the ground and rub them. Just like seeing a female tiger, they are hiding one by pulling their tails. Even the white dogs do not dare to look directly into the eyes. Some are so scared that they just lie down on the ground with their bellies exposed. What's even more outrageous is that there is a worker wolf, like a child who has done something wrong, hiding directly in the corner with a pathetic look on his face. It does not have the majesty of a wolf at all. Why is the wolf king, who is originally wild and full of wildness, so humble? The uncle said that these were the 3 wolf cubs that he rescued 5 years ago. They had grown up drinking the breast milk of the white dog. Therefore, they regarded the white dog as their mother, so they avoided attacks on the thin and weak white dog. And the girl who grew up with him has become a little girl who cannot be rebellious in their eyes. She always obeys the girl's instructions and listens to her advice. The girl dotes on them more and more and tells them bedtime stories. Over time, a deep relationship has been established. Therefore, they will willingly serve as the girl's mount, and they will transform into a sled dog and pull the girl to eat her intestines in the snow. They are completely the most loyal partners in people's eyes. This also makes the originally wild and unsatisfied wolf king become abnormal. They are so docile that even puppies can steal the food of the wolf king in front of him, but they dare not be angry or speak out. In order to allow them to regain the wildness and dignity of the wolf, the uncle will adjust the meat every day to train them in their excellent skills. But they still made a slight promise and even did not dare to eat the meat that reached their mouths. But facing the girl's head to eat, they seemed to have broken the seal, directly tearing and biting the food. It turned out that they had already regarded the girl as the leader, and the girl gave her food as a reward from the leader. Only with the approval of the girl can one dare to eat. Maybe this is the nature of the wolf. It is not to surrender to strength, but to surrender to love. In the blink of an eye, 2 years have passed. The lives of the 3 wolves have changed. One of the female wolves has a treasure. In order to welcome the arrival of new life, the girl specially collected a cart of licorice to build a zen room for the female wolf who was about to give birth. However, the girl's heart was not received by her mother. He dug a hole directly in the yard. The considerate wolf king Janswang immediately took over the work of his wife and continued digging until dawn. A 6-meter deep hole was dug out. However, the uncle felt that it was not safe, so he filled it up with the wolf king's efforts all night. But what people didn't expect was that the female wolf was ready to give birth that day. At this time, the female wolf seemed to be in abnormal pain. The severe pain made her twitch uncontrollably. Fortunately, the wolf king was always by her side, and the female wolf successfully gave birth to a wolf cub. It lasted for more than 10 hours, and finally the female wolf gave birth to 6 babies smoothly. The female wolf was so tired that she almost collapsed. The next day, the uncle prepared confinement dishes for the female wolf early. A bowl of hot kelp and bone soup is helpful for postpartum recovery. The children snuggle in the mother's arms and drink milk. In order to share the pressure of the female wolf, the girl will also help with breastfeeding. The little girl who became the wolf's grandmother is very experienced in breastfeeding. Their movements were very mature. The little wolf cubs were very satisfied with their food. The next second, they were snoring and sleeping in the girl's arms. Under the girl's care, the little wolf cubs gradually grew up. Their arrival brought endless joy to the girl's life. The courtyard changed. It was lively and extraordinary. From the wolf king who was originally rescued to the new life nestling in the arms of humans, this courtyard has witnessed the intersection of wildness and gentleness. They stick to their nature and learn trust and restraint before they can grow freely in human love.